It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Detroit Pistons. And guys, for the Pistons, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games. They can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. And a chance in this one to get a look at the NBA's leading scorer. Freak has just been incredible so far this season. Just defies description. Do you see him holding on to the scoring title this year, Kenny?
Well, a big thing for Freak is trying to avoid the stat-chasing things that a lot of former players tried to do. Just getting his points. Now, if he just comes in and plays the way he's been playing, then he will be that guy.
Well, let's go to the big stat chaser. What do you think about Freak's year?
You know, it's never easy to hold on to the scoring title. You know, teams start to double and triple team you. I can remember one year, Ernie, I was averaging 29.5. David Robinson was averaging 29.3. I play a game. All I know is he scored 71 points against the Clippers. It was the last game of the season. He gets it. Freaks has all the skills to keep up the scoring like this, but Kenny's right. He can't chase the stats.
Well, I'm glad that we could open up that old wound on the Admiral.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Thanks, David Robinson. Don't let me see you in San Antonio.
Shout out to the Admiral. Here's Kevin Harlan with the call.
Remember the Alamo.
We're in the place they call the Amway Center in downtown Orlando, Florida. It's the home of the Magic, where we are broadcasting our action live today. Thrilled to be back in Orlando. The Magic ready for that home court advantage. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
You know what? They're almost perfect in their approach right now. I mean, mentally, physically, strategically, everything seems to have fallen into place. They're bound to hit a bump at some point in the road, but right now, everything is all systems go.
Yeah, you're right on top of it, Greg. It's hard to find fault with the way they've been playing at the moment. I mean, their confidence level continues. How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
I tell you what, he just couldn't contain himself on that one.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Jennings with the ball. Dishes it to Bargnani. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Bargnani's got his first points of the game. On the wing, Harris. There's the pass to Lights Out. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Detroit with the ball. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance. As road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
And Bargnani drops them both.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Here's Lights Out, and it's sent back by Drummond. The drive by Jennings, no good.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow it.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Picked by Bargnani. Jennings drives in. Jennings can't get that one to fall. On defense, the Pistons, their last encounter was in Detroit.
And their last time against this club, they really fell short at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that was the difference, really. I mean, you think about it, they didn't knock them down at the same rate, and that hurt them.
Outside Holiday. There's the dish to Drummond. Vucevic with the block. Here's lights out. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now here's Jennings, guarded closely. Inside, here's Drummond. Shot to stop the run. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, Clark, we have got in the NBA.
Yeah, you're calling it right, Kevin. I mean, he gets so many second chance points because of how hard he works to get to the rebound.
Here's Bargnani. Can't get it to go. Gordon with the defensive effort. Here's lights out, and he slams it one-handed.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Johnson dishes to Jennings. 5 on the clock. That's good. Jennings has got his first points of the night.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there. And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Bargnani passes to Drummond. Gordon with the defensive effort.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
The Magic have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
So for the Magic, Hill, he's checked in for Gordon. Hezonja comes in for Harris. And it's Payton in for Victor Oladipo. And a different look here for the Pistons. Banks checked in for Drummond. Boozer comes in for Bargnani. Morris is checked in for Johnson. And Lee's subbed in for Justin Holiday. Here's Lee. It's deflected. Here's lights out. He's covered by Boozer.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Here's Jennings. Jennings with another miss.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Pistons trail by 11. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
Garrett Temple is checked in for lights out. Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Gordon's checked in for Vucevic. Tobias Harris comes in for Hezonja. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Garrett Temple. And lights out subbed in for Elfrid Payton. And a different look here for the Pistons. Andre Drummond's checked in for Banks. Bargnani comes in for Boozer. Johnson, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Brandon Jennings. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. We've got Lee. Bargnani is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Johnson, and it's Holiday in at the 2. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers was simply superb. He finished with 45 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
The Magic have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. Pistons trail by 7. Here's Lee. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Picked by Lee. Bargnani kicks to Lee. Pass to Drummond. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And here's Johnson outside. Magic leading by 7. The 17-footer gets it to go. That one good from Lights Out. Lights Out's got 14 points for the game. For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against Philadelphia.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
Harris outside. To the inside. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty from that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Lee dishes to Bargnani.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
The feed to Holiday. He kicks it to Drummond. Baseline J on the way. That is good. Drummond's got his second basket. Magic leading by 7. Here's Lights Out, and he jams it with authority.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Holiday. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 7 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
He certainly knows his role, and he gives you some good minutes. That's really all you can expect from him at this point.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Vucevic checked in for Hill, and it's Hezonja in for Harris. Jennings kicks to Holiday. To the paint, it's tipped and stolen by Gordon. Here's Lights Out. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Lights Out's got 18 points in the game.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
Pistons trail by 8. Morris outside. He dishes it to Holiday. There's Jennings with the 3. The shot is off. Great D that time from Lights Out.
Boy, they're trailing in this game, and they're starting to settle for jumpers offensively.
Yeah, it could work, but I wouldn't take that approach, Clark. They should be fighting their way inside for better looks.
So for the Magic, Temple comes in. And we've reached halftime in this one. Magic out in front. They're up by 6. And time now to go courtside as we send.
Andrea, you've had to face an...
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Talk about some great numbers for Lights Out. He has 18 points and a block. His success in the assist department is carried over to the free throw line.
Boy, has he been steady at the helm today.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Orlando, Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Lights out there with Oladipo. And it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Pistons shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
And Drummond kicks to Jennings. Vucevic against Drummond. Feeds it to Bargnani. Lock at 6. Rebound by the Magic.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And the basket good.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Drops it in from 11 feet. Bargnani's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Magic leading by 6. Here's lights out. Here's Gordon. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
Holiday, no one around him. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 3rd assist on the night. Down low, deflects the pass. Harris against Johnson, picked by Bargnani. Johnson attacking. Here's Drummond, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
He's just going all out to get the 2nd
assist and the easy score.
Passes it to lights out. Another miss by Orlando.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Jennings against Oladipo. Drummond with a screen on Oladipo for the lead. Shot clock at 5. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock.
Let's bring up a list of
get some ball movement.
Over the last month, they've been on fire from 3-point land. 5th on the list.
Down inside.
A lot of point guards in the NBA don't get credit for how well they shoot the basketball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters.
No doubt about it. And being as accurate from 3-point land as these guys are makes them that much more valuable as point guards. Opposing defenses have to worry about their passing and their shooting.
Jennings kicks to Lee. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Jennings has got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Hill, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Offensive rebound. Drummond. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Outside Jennings. He feeds it to Lee. Kicks it to Bargnani. The jump hook. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Bargnani's got 4 points now in the quarter. Orlando, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Harris passes to lights out. But they get it back. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got it all tied up now for Orlando.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Lee outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. The 3 The offensive rebound, Drummond, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. On the floor for Detroit, Marcus Morris is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Jennings. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position.
Drummond having a terrific game. 8 rebounds and 1 rejection in this game, too.
It wasn't a good one. Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
Bargnani is checked in for Morris. No good on the second free throw.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
They now take the lead. And the Magic lead by 1. Clark, neither team with a big advantage here in the fourth quarter.
5 times we've had the lead switch so far. I mean, back and forth we go.
And Clark, that could rise again before we're through.
The drive by Jennings. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Orlando.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Here's Harris. Here's lights out. Can't hit. Good D by Drummond. The Pistons shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Jennings kicks to Holiday. Down low. Bargnani trying to free himself up. And that one's good. Drummond.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
And that is good.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Now here's Jennings. Not a lot of room. Pass to Bargnani. Dishes it to Holiday. 6 to shoot. Here's Drummond. Rebounded by lights out.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Offensive rebound. Holiday dishes to Johnson. Again, Jennings missing. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Jennings with the steal. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And Oladipo pulls it down.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
But you know what? You know, they've come this far. They're not going away now.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Orlando leading by 4. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked really strong together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Here's Gordon, and there's the bucket. Staying with the offensive glass, getting it done. And it's an 8-point Magic lead.